Hello, everyone, and welcome back to RGLGG, where we are beginning to round out our season's coverage of the Season 15 Invite regular season games. My name is TC Meno. I'm joined by Zilly. We've got Dolphin on production, and we have got a double header for y'all tonight. It's going to be GlobalClan up against Froyotech and Leica G6. Leica G6 is going to be the first game that we're going to be watching right now. It's going to be over on Sunshine. All of these teams are guaranteed to make it towards land, but the seeding is not quite finalized. If some things go some pretty dramatic ways, Leica G6 could end up being the 4th seed. GlobalClan, at best, could get 3rd seed. So there is stuff to play for. Obviously, all these teams do just want to win, but we're going to have to see how it all pans out tonight. First off, on Sunshine, GlobalClan versus Leica G6. Zilly, how you doing and how are you feeling about, I guess, both of these games and then this game in particular?
Yeah, I mean, this is a good, both the upcoming games are just really good chances to see who's in form, just playoff land preview. I think, Sunshine, I think, in my opinion, is probably the best map in the pool, or at least really up there. But anyways, we're going live. I'm just going to throw out a prediction. Oh, never mind. Baited. We're not going live. So, throwing out my prediction, I'm going to say that G6 takes this 4-2.
Okay.
Yeah.
4-2 for Leica G6. I'm going to have to say I believe in Leica G6, as I think we are going live for real this time. Hopefully y'all got your predictions in, but chat, we're starting a bit early because GlobalClan have another match they have to play after that. I'm going to say that it's probably going to be in the favor of Leica G6, but we do have a few different demo men on the field as we do watch the rollout. Psy Guy stepping in for Leica G6, and then Dingo, who is going to be playing for GlobalClan at land, is filling in for Sin Karma as we go live on the first mid. Paul Dog is in his own team's cafe right now, just trying to wait to see if G6 rotate around, but Loaf is in, does a lot of damage onto Lolguy. Lolguy serves that to safety, is going to be able to stay alive, and now Soapy Meister goes for a fadeaway bomb. You instantly stay dank, backing all the way out of mid, recognizing that he had to get the heck out of there if he wanted to stay alive. So they are going to still have Uber to try and hold on to second or last, but a very good first initial mid for Leica G6.
Yeah, there was no real coordination inside of GlobalClan there. Loaf went in, he actually had a good bomb and drew a ton of eyes, but nobody on GlobalClan is ready to run forward, and then they just bleed one at a time and get chased out. But we have even Ubers here on last, and the typical gun spot coming up just on the point. So we're going to see how G6 wants to work this. Typically you want to take out the gun and then send your flank in.
Seems like they're getting all nice and healed up in lobby right now, distributing those buffs. Probably going to try and figure out where the sentry gun is. It's right on the point, so maybe relay that information over towards the soldiers so they can try and spam it. Seems like Soapy trying to do that exact same thing, but you already see Pablo kind of readjusting the sentry gun. It is down, so it can't shoot anyone for a moment. That's going to be the call for the soldier to bomb in with that sentry gun being down, and instantly Soapy Meister gets the force off on to the medic. Really great coordination there.
I'm surprised that Dank didn't try to test Soapy at all there. He actually just ate a single rocket while Soapy was like as far away as possible, but so forcing that is a little not characteristic of him. But here we have a counter sack. Low coming in trying to see if we can get the force. He actually goes down, and they do use G6 going in the last. The soldier here, Paul Dog on the point, gonna get caught out. He dies, and 3 down on the side of GlobalClan. G6 just entering last here for free.
Yes, and even though Ubers are not in play, Leica G6 have player advantage, and they have space advantage making their way. They take down the sentry gun. You have some respawners trying to get out of the spawn door, but they're just being denied by the soldiers of Leica G6. Loaf jumping around the point, might be able to stay alive. Pablo gets 2 kills, and he just have to stand on the point. A lot of weak players on Leica G6, if they can get focus fire in their favor, and they are doing it. Paul Dog, a respawner, has been able to get another bot mode, and somehow, some way, GlobalClan managing to hold on to their last Shamu. Not content with just staying there, is already on second, and G6 might want to try and fight this just a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to feel it out. Marbleu trying to just delay the point a little bit, but Dank actually has some ad here. Marbleu goes down early, so G6 is going to call it off of that, and they're just going to try to reset the middle and let Ubers even out. But yeah, that last was extremely close to being capped. The gun actually being up denied the point just long enough to buy a little bit of time for the spawners, and it was like a second away from recap. But here, GlobalClan actually trying to feel off you know, trying to poke around, see what they can do off the one pick. They know it's even. They're not actually going to end up doing anything. They're going to back up and retreat and wait. But the flank from G6 is actually really active around the cafe side. But here, it looks like things are just going to slowly even out. My eyes are on Soapy, who's already going in, actually. He gets air shot.
Soapy Meister got, I think, double air shot by a pipe and a rocket.
He ended up trading somehow.
That's insane that he gets a trade. Still, that means there's going to be one soldier down for both teams. And like a G6, they want to rotate in through Valley. Marmu jumping around, making a little bit of space. Their presence has been known. They don't have anyone over by the cafe side. Now, bot mode is going to wrap around over the choke to try and keep tabs on that one. And just going to be trying to pressure this a little bit. They could maybe send Marmlu in if they want to. Soapy Meister has respawned, so they're able to lose another if they want to do so. But seems like they are going to just wait a little bit for Soapy Meister to get in position, maybe over towards choke. Marmlu jumps over on Valley, maybe just trying to spot things out. And Soapy Meister, he comes in again, gets in very deep, gets one nice rocket onto Dank, but this time that's not going to be enough to get out the force. He holds that, and with a 2-man advantage, an opportunity for GlobalClan to try and make their way in on the mid.
Yeah, no soldiers. The only thing you have to really worry about is the sticky trap and pressuring the demo, and GlobalClan can get in pretty easily here, which they are. They're working through this cafe side. A little bit slow, though, so G6 is actually going to have their soldiers up once the trade comes off, with Caps and Bomb eating a lot of damage. But here comes Uber from the side of G6. They use first, being down players, and Caps almost getting dropped. With Uber coming out really late from Dank, great Uber from the side of GlobalClan, and they're able to find Caps, and it looks like they've won this fight.
They did win it. It was taking a little bit of time for them, but getting that force out early worked wonders for them. Now they have control of middle, slowly retaking ground in this first round is GlobalClan. They're going to be over towards Cafe, maybe trying to pressure this a little bit to give an opportunity for their flank to get in. Loaf is going to try and get in behind. He draws a few players back as everyone else on GlobalClan taking a little bit of space over towards Valley. Oh my, Pablo gets taken down, but Loaf with a nice air shot onto Side Guy is going to be able to take him down, and that's a down demo for Leica G6. They do have player advantage, and Paul Dog wants to try and stuff the choke. He does a big bomb over onto choke. It gets denied a little bit, has to back up, and Leica G6 are making their way forward. Dingo gets taken down, and they have to give up mid.
Yeah, it looks like just, again, miscommunication on what's happening. Dingo wants to stuff the choke, but he gets left out to dry. The rest of the team just backs away from G6's flank entering, and Soapy's able to find Dingo. And now with the demo down, they're actually going to send both soldiers in, diving into chokes. Soapy actually backs off, trying to reset. Wow, we have some nice rockets going off. All not trading with Marmaloo, but the Uber exchange goes off on the side here, and G6 gets the worst of it.
G6 does. Unfortunately, their soldiers were flying in every which way, but they just got caught out a little bit when GlobalClan started to get aggressive, so pretty much they're not able to hit the rocket to stay alive there. And Loaf is already in through Cafe. He gets immediately denied by Botmo, though. Botmo is chasing so deep for that pick. He manages to get it, but he gets traded out almost immediately. The respawners are going to be a little bit quicker for Leica G6, and they're going to be able to take down Dingo. Nice rockets from Marmaloo, and that's going to be a down demo. Dang might be at risk of flying. Oh my god, he barely stays alive there. That rocket didn't connect, and he's going to be able to live. Makes it to the health pack, but seems like Leica G6, they have a bit of momentum, they have a bit of space, but they are at player disadvantage, even though they don't have Dingo on the side of GlobalClan.
Yeah, I think the way Dingo is playing is a little concerning right now, in my opinion. Just, he's dying to these single soldier bombs that are both his positioning and the lack of spots or calls on the soldier diving in for him are just not what you want to see for, like, in consistent team fights just happening for GlobalClan right now. But if they can clean that up, I think things will be a little bit better. But right now, G6 is working around this valley side, just once again trying to distract and draw eyes. I think they're opening up the cafe side a little. Bombwood's actually able to sneak through choke, put some damage in. Soapy might just take this as a window to bomb. Nope, he's just gonna poke around and fade, but not much getting done. But Marmaloo sneaks behind.
Marmaloo is in behind. It seems like they do know about Pablo going around to try and spot him out. Marmaloo's actually just going to jump over back into Valley. So everyone on G6 are now in front of GlobalClan. They've managed to clear their flanks. They just have to worry about where Like G6 want to try and come in. Seems like Soapy Meister was over towards Cafe, but he's going to get back up. He actually gets chased a little bit by Loaf, and he has to rotate around to the heels. Marmalu was in. He jumps immediately back out. These G6 soldiers just kind of teasing GlobalClan at the moment, not fully committing, but this might be the committal. Soapy Meister is in. He goes down into dungeon, doesn't really find any damage, and now we see the immediate counter bomb from Loaf. Does a lot of damage, but not able to get it onto any single person.
Yeah. G6 is really trying to see if anybody will be undisciplined, and now that they found the pick, Bongo's already just diving mine. He dies immediately, so this is going to call off this attempt from G6 again. But they're not able to really crack GlobalClan's hold here. Everyone's playing solidly, not just feeding in, but as I say that, Falldog does. But he was going for the counterplay, and the rest of G6 is actually still in Valley area, and they're going to actually be rotating right into Dank and friends here. Marlu's actually going to probably go down in a second, but missing some shots. He's still 1 HP. He actually manages to live. He's just hiding under here for Daryl. It's not going to come. Loga doesn't want to peek it, and finally the kill goes off with 40 seconds left to go on the timer. Soapy's best too.
Yeah, and G6 now, they're down both of their soldiers again, and they might be at risk of losing another. Bot mode is still in. It gets taken down. Nice rocket from Falldog to do that. And you see Loaf immediately on the Valley is going to get shot down from there, so he has to wait for an arrow. A few weak players on GlobalClan, but they do have the player advantage to make their way in onto middle to get in through Chuck. They're actually taking a little bit of time here.
That's with the timer. I think for GlobalClan, it favors a reset, and G6 will probably be the one that wants to trade.
Seems to be exactly the case, as like a G6 seems like they're getting their combo over towards Cafe. This is going to be a Caps Uber as he makes his way in, just running towards the rest of GlobalClan. They used first a lot earlier. GlobalClan hasn't used. Now they finally do. The counter Uber has been popped off, and it seems like GlobalClan are getting the better of that. They take down Pablo. They manage to keep Dingo alive. There is Soapy Meister. He's on the point. He jumps around. Might be able to collapse onto Dingo. Does a lot of damage, and a few G6 players wrapping around behind if they can do anything, but no one gets up to the point. That's going to be the first round, ending in a stalemate.
That was almost like interesting. If that fight went on a little bit longer, I actually think GlobalClan would have won it despite G6 losing players, because everyone on G6 was split and weak, while the two key players in the post fight, both scouts, were playing with Dank really well. But yeah, we're gonna go into another mid fight here. Last mid fight, GlobalClan tried to play aggressive, and G6 just punished them for that. So we'll see how they take it this time.
Seems like this time they are rotating around, taking a bit of high ground to Arvis soldiers, but they have to jump back as they get shot at just a little bit. Some counter bombs going around, but one lands onto Lolguy, doesn't find any damage. That's going to be Loaf taken down, instantly traded out from Marmalu. So one soldier down for both of these teams right now. Seems like Soapy Meister, however, wants to commit back in again onto Dingo, but this time he doesn't find it. And now with player advantage, GlobalClan are going to be able to make their way across the point, forcing Like a G6 out onto second. It's now only Caps and Lolguy to try and escort his medic out to safety, and they should be able to do so. But Falldog was just standing in there so deep for so long.
They're going to try to take the fight off, finding that kill now, I think. Maybe just an exchange out lower here. Yep, Caps is already leading the charge. Marmalu's just running forward. The combo of GlobalClan is actually backed out, but Marmalu gets punished, but he gives enough space for the rest of G6 to re-enter here. We have Caps getting picked and Lolguy getting forced. This is not what you want to see if you're on the side of G6. And the rest of GlobalClan playing discipline, just keeping ground, finding picks, and they still haven't used. They have full out for last year, TC.
This should be a one round for GlobalClan. They have the Uber advantage. They have player advantage as well. Are they going to be able to beef it? They might be, as we already saw a beef push from Like a G6 early, and they're going to be making their way in with a nice opening pick onto bot mode. Should seal the deal. They get in. They get a lot of time onto the point. Shamu gets splashed as well, so he doesn't take any damage, and they just all the G6 players have to bomb it. It's not going to happen. First round in the favor of GlobalClan.
Yeah, we had the reverse, basically just kind of a mid to last almost, with just how disastrous that fight on second went for G6. But you know, G6 went aggressive on mid. They were the ones to get punished this time, and they bled the players. And then they tried to take a pretty terrible, not terrible fight, but I don't know, they bled too many players. Anyways, we're going back in. Soapy's actually electing to jump fast. He actually finds Loaf in midair, tries to back off away. Both roamers just poking around at each other.
And Soapy Meister kind of denied for the fight for a little bit as he has to go and collect health. He might have an opportunity, a good flank onto Dank. Can he hit the rocket? Oh my god, he hits it. Soapy Meister, so crucial from him right now, but they have to keep it. Volguy alive, but they don't. Shamu
spotted.
running in, and what was looking so good.
We have Logan in the server now.
Logan is coming. He's seen the devastation that's been happening to his team, and he has had enough. He is getting back into this game, so Guy is been thanked for his services, but enough is enough. We now finally have the full, complete Leica G6 squad in the server. Let's see if that gives them any more momentum as GlobalClan have been able to take the first round and get on to G6's second in the second.
Yeah, Logan's going to be actually late coming in here, so he's not in, but it doesn't look like, you know, GlobalClan's actually just letting both teams collect themselves here. But yeah, that was a great mid-fight. Just, you know, both meds going down. So we have this even Uber situation, typical TF2 stalemate.
Yeah, it is going to be one of the classics of TF2. You know, everyone's just waiting for their Uber before they get risky and try and go for some sacrifice plays.
Oh, but Loguy's playing like there's this ad. They're giving up so much ground here. They actually are the ones with that. They're going to walk up now, but GlobalClan has actually grabbed a lot of space off of Loguy's positioning.
Seems like they could maybe try and go for it. It seems like, however, G's been able to force them back, and Loaf dying over and choke is definitely going to send them back into the positions. Now an opportunity for G6 to maybe send one of their soldiers in, Marmalou, and especially with another going down in Pablo. It's now open doors for them, but Cap's dying. Can they lose anyone else? Sophie's super weak. Is he going to get caught out? Maybe just, yeah. Paul Dog, he does get the trade, but the respawners for GlobalClan are going to be a little bit quicker.
Shamu's back in.
Oh,
he finds Marmalou, and they find Marmalou, who actually dives in, but Volguy trying to milk it. It's only him and Logan. This is actually a disaster for G6. They need to leave with this.
What?
Oh, no, wait. Oh, okay, never mind. I take everything I said. Just never doubt Logan again. He's the GOAT, and...
Oh, but Pablo.
And GG's only.
Pablo comes in, he gets two. Now Loaf is one health over at Cafe.
It's hero play after hero play, and Pablo, Logan, just making like what seems impossible happen. And Logan actually gets taken out this time in return by Paul Dog. Launch up to the wall.
You know, it's it may not be the cleanest of TF2, but it's it's some of the best TF2 to watch. Just hero
Logan
play
just
after hero
joining
play.
the server and making his impact felt immediately, and then, you know, Pablo's just been finding Volguy actually pretty frequently, like maybe back-to-back fights now almost, in salvage situations.
It's been a salvage after salvage, but the thing is, when both people salvage, it's a zero-sum game, as it's basically going to be even Ubers. Once again, this time at GlobalClan, they do still have control of middle. Paul Dog wants to make a little bit of space, has to jump back out as the G6 soldiers instantly try and counterbomb him and do so effectively. But Loaf, he gets in behind. Someone might have spotted him. It is Bobble, but they just use the Uber anyways. Through Trump, they're going to be able to get two of this. Crucially, one onto Logan. Dingo is going to get taken down as well. The Uber, a lot worse for Leica G6, is staying in a little later. Can they collect these picks over in lobby? It doesn't seem like they're going to be able to. Zone super weak. Can Dank stay alive? Is going to be able to get out through that's right there, and they're just trying to take this. It is a 3v3, but they don't have the confidence, and they are slowly backing up. G6 doing well to defend that second. It was looking a little bit dicey there. That very aggressive Uber coming in from GlobalClan caught them out, but they were able to respond well, and we're once again in an even Uber scenario, but Pablo is up on Sniper.
With 20 seconds left, I don't know if you have the time to do this. They're just gonna head into a round reset. Like, GlobalClan has to dry now, and they're gonna be drawing with a sniper, so he has to hit some crucial shots to make this work.
Paul Dog is in, and both soldiers go down. They only get one onto bot mode, and they're trying to get in. They use the Uber again. But Pablo, nice headshot onto Sophie Meister. Logan is in behind, super weak, but no one gets onto the point in time. And so we have another stalemate.
Yeah, that's a second round reset of this game, but like Pablo did hit the shots, but I feel like there was a failure in recognition of, like, you know, what was gonna happen. You just in that fight in particular, you should be on scout and just get, you know, that's your biggest chance of winning that.
1-0 for GlobalClan. It's the first mid, however, that they've had to deal with Logan. Previously, it's been Guy for Leica G6. Now Logan is in, and he's doing some good damage over across the way. Lolgai takes a bit, so he has to play a little bit passively. Sophie is in behind. Same thing for Pauldog, but with Dingo, the first one to fall, now it's going to be a collapse time for GlobalClan. See if they can get any picks at all. The soldiers bombing in, do a bit of damage, but Lolgai is very well in a way safe right now, and it's a little bit dire for Dank instead, as he's on the opposite side of the map. He does trade out on the Soapy Meister, but that's not a trade like GlobalClan want. Good mid for Global, like G6.
Clean mid win. They pressured Dingo early, and both scouts were able to put a lot of damage on him. Caps finishes him off. And then, the moment that happens, G6 knows that the GlobalClan response will probably try to be like, since they're so committed, they're going to try to commit forward and send their soldiers in for Lolgai, but they just play defensive. But here they have full ad, just spotting things out, and they're ready to take this last push in.
Seems like they're opting to figure out where they want to try and take it in. Seems like Caps is looking over towards the left side.
I've never seen this on this ad hole before.
Pablo might get caught out. No, he's going to be able to escape back to safety of spawn, and they do take down the gun. Lolgai just being launched onto the point, and seems like the picks are going in the favor of like G6. Only 4 up for GlobalClan at the moment. Soapy Meister has to deal with the heavy, but Pablo goes on a 2-gate right now, just cleaning everyone up, but Soapy with a crucial spoon onto Dank is going to guarantee his team advantage once more to have a second attempt at pushing that last.
Yeah, they'll be able to hold second too without nobody on GlobalClan having heals here. So G6 is going to come in and just contest, push back players who want to cap. It was an interesting Uber from G6. They kind of ignored the gun, killed Dingo, but then they weren't able to reset in time, and the late heavy kind of was too much for them. But Sophie did manage a huge salvage, and now Lolgai has like a 80% ad for taking the last.
Yeah, the sentry gun is only now just being rebuilt, so they don't really have to worry about it. The Uber comes in, they immediately cross the point to try and lock these players in to spawn. They don't really do so. GlobalClan managing to get on. This Uber didn't really find anything at all. There has been a trade onto the field, but that does favor GlobalClan, and everyone on G6 are just backed up on this left side of the point. They don't have any space whatsoever, and what was looking like it should have been a surefire win for G6 has devolved into GlobalClan holding their last once more.
Yeah, late heavy is just so oppressive in these fights. It's just 450 HP and just consistent damage, and you know, G6 doesn't have the health or the ammo really to continue that fight. You know, they traded soldiers. That was the only thing they could find, even without a gun being played. At that point, when everyone's scattering towards spawn, Caps or Bob Mode need to force the point and try to draw the enemy towards them, but instead they're stuck in this scenario where they can't do much more than exchange spam and then leave. But it's still even again, so.
It is even. GlobalClan. This time, a nice headshot from Pablo on to Logan. It may be an opportunity for them to at least try to peek second, send in a counter sack, because a down demo means that there's no sticky traps holding these doorways that you have to worry about, as they're pressuring a shutter right now. They force Soapy Meister back, but I think now with Logan respawning back up, they have given up their opportunity to go for something a little bit more risky. Backed up, but Pablo still up on that sniper.
Yeah. Here, okay, Caps, that's going to slow down a lot. So, with a minute left, by the time Caps gets back here, I think G6, okay, they're actually going to send even more in, just to see if they'll make, okay, 4, they lose 4, man. Yeah, they lose 4. Okay, so they're actually just electing not to take the round reset, even, as an opportunity. They didn't get the force, so we're just going to have a continued stalemate. Actually, there's an opportunity, a window of opportunity here for GlobalClan with 2 down on the side of G6.
They are thinking about it. They might have given it up just a little bit, because now the respawners are back up for like a G6, and they do have that full roster out on middle, just trying to defend it. And once again, they've got to try and figure out some way to break this even Uber stalemate situation, and Caps tying to the pipes of Dingo is not how it's going to be done. Logan might be caught over in Cafe. He's so weak, he stays alive. And he able to take down Loaf. A scout might be collected, however, bot mode stays in a little bit too long, and so they are still going to be 2 down. GlobalClan, they want to go. Here. Yeah, they are. Pauldog is going to get the force.
Yeah, great play from Pauldog. But Dank actually runs out to save him just in a nick of time, just before Pauldog can go down. So this fight is just has G6 backpedaling out completely. Yeah, both scouts getting taken out one after the other on the side of G6 is just, you know, Caps not respecting these doorways. He's gotten sniped and he's gotten piped twice now. Just you know, looking for a little bit of info, but instead getting taken out instantly. But here comes Loaf trying to dive in lower instantly, drawing both Soapy and Bot Mode back to front. He trades with Bot Mode, and that's going to give a lot of room here for the rest of GlobalClan to just come flooding in. Pauldog doing a lot of damage, pushing away the combo of G6, but going down too many players, I don't think GlobalClan is going to want to stay anymore.
They are going to back up at player disadvantage. A lot of weak players on like a G6, but they weren't able to get that focus fire ready and take them down. So G6 over in Valley, just trying to pressure this a little bit. It is going to be Caps, seeing if there's any opportunity for one of his teammates to get in, but they think better of it. They haven't had a lot of success doing that type of thing so far in this match, so playing it a little bit more safe. Going to be up on their second, and this time GlobalClan's opportunity to try and break this stalemate.
Yeah, we haven't really seen, well, I guess we've seen this maybe once or twice now in this match, but both teams haven't really defaulted to just single soldier sacking yet. So I'm expecting them to just try to work Valley and see if they can get people behind. They've been trying to get Pablo or Loaf behind in the lower quite often now. And that's what I'm kind of expecting from their playbook. Maybe they'll want to try something different because it hasn't really worked out too well for them.
No, it hasn't. There's only around about 5 minutes before we go into continuous overtime, so it's looking like a very low-scoring game. Still, for GlobalClan,
they're waiting
a good
for
performance. Shamu's just running in, no fear whatsoever, but he gets shot down in the face of 3 players there.
Shamu's a known off-lasser. He's been doing it frequently this season, but G6 doesn't seem like they want to give Shamu the time to do that. Just poking up a little, and they're going to back off, but they lose.
Oh.
Okay, Logan finds Loaf. Now that's a big window for G6 with 2 picks here.
Yeah, and they're pressuring these entryways as much as they possibly can. Soapymeister should be able to get in through Cafe basically for free, gets a lot of good spam, and that forces out the Uber. Shamu desperately trying to get the counter force out from like a G6, but Lol Guy is so far away, and he's probably just going to go down over by Valley. He does, and they still have 100%. They didn't lose anyone at all, and now an opportunity for G6 to put the pedal to the metal.
GlobalClan should have known that was going to be bad, just taking it, but here comes G6 just ripping the Uber in, trying to bomb in through choke. They are able to find 2, well, with Pauldog going down late there, so I don't think they're going to really want to continue. They're actually going to pressure last. Soapy actually getting through. Yeah, Loaf has he actually kills Maru, who's capping the point, and G6 is going to have to back out, try to find this kill and get this cap and just try to slow things down a little.
And at GlobalClan, they could try and go for some type of pincer play while Loaf is in behind, but they're dedicating so many people to go back for him right now. A lot of space for GlobalClan if they took advantage of it, but I think it's a little bit too late now. Logan doing really good stuff to lock down those doorways. So now, still going to be uber advantage for GlobalClan, but considering they have to wait for Loaf to respawn, I bet they're just going to opt to... Oh, but nice rockets from Pauldog. They might get a few others in this lobby area. I don't know why G6 got so aggressive before.
I don't know either.
That's a little bit interesting, but they do get the force out. If they can keep Lol Guy alive and they don't lose anyone else, it should be okay.
Yeah, Bob's gonna take this right onto the net, recognizing Dank is caught. He's actually missing every shot.
No,
Bob going a full clip, but Dank dies a little bit late. That gives GlobalClan the rest of the time for this collapse because Bob was taking so long. Lol Guy playing safe here though. Bob was still in, trying to fight the rest of the GlobalClan. He dies to Dingo, and Lol Guy's able to stay alive. So despite the Uber not looking very pretty, he got the job done. He did kill Tank, and G6 has some ad here for last.
They do. It's not how you get there, it's the fact that you got there. So at the end of the day, a favorable trade for like a G6. And but even though they've been in uber advantage situations, they haven't been able to close it out. I think this is going to be their third, and they haven't been able to successfully convert it into a round on the board. So hopefully this time they're going to be able to figure out what was going wrong in those last attempts. And Soapymeister dying early is definitely not going to help that. They still use the Uber anyways, and they bomb Logan in super deep. They take down the sentry gun. Are they going to be able to collapse across the point? Marmlu steps onto it for a little bit to try and force some players in his direction, but I don't think they're going to be able to find anything else. A lot of weak players as they escape through lobby back onto second, and once again GlobalClan holding their last, and they've got full Uber ad to work with on the second.
Yeah, it looks like they're thinking about taking this. They're just poking around this lower area. No, actually, they're gonna let the go back to last. They say they're up 1 and time is trickling down. Maybe we don't have to commit to this. And G6 poking around, seeing if they can get anything. This Uber ad is dwindling now, which was once full ad is just not going to be so anymore. And it's going to give G6 another chance to crack at this as Bobo just runs through, trying to find Shamu here. He doesn't manage to find the shots. Marmalu finds Small Dog, and Loaf finds Soapy. Trades going off as Uber's about to completely, even Loaf wrapping around behind though. They don't know.
They don't know. Shamu's also in. He bombs in onto Battlements. He does a lot of damage to Logan, but not able to find the kill. So now player advantage, and we do have 2 snipers onto the field. One in bot mode, the other in Pablo. Pablo's already been hitting a lot of shots, but this time it's the sticky traps of Dingo that takes down Cap. So they don't know about bot mode on Sniper just quite yet, but they definitely know about Pablo's Soapy Meister. Takes a bullet to the head. Luckily, doesn't die from that one, but now bot mode over in lower, just looking towards dungeon, see if maybe someone tries to go for some type of flank play, has that one locked down, but you know, a little bit of time ticking down on the clock. They got 2 minutes to play with, but at that point it's going to be continuous overtime, so if GlobalClan get one more round, they're going to be able to be the victors in this match.
Bobo about to round the corner, looking for a pick here. Both soldiers just spamming him out. He finds Loaf. Great shot from him. Now this gives windows open. You can maybe send a sack here along with the sniper pressure. We have the sniper v sniper. Bobo finds his second kill. He wins the sniper duel. And now if G6 can get down the gun, this opens up everything for the whole team. Hey,
they do get down the gun. Yeah, and they're pressuring this left side so hard, doing a lot of damage. Caps is so deep right now. He takes a little bit. No one on GlobalClan, however, dying just quite yet. But now the bomb coming in from Soapy Master onto Dank. Does some damage, doesn't find the kill. Nice headshots coming out from Bobo. Caps going down as well. Paul Dog finds Marmalu over in dungeon, but it might be enough for GlobalClan to try and get out onto second. Seems like G6 want to try and hold this over towards Valley. Marmalu going in for a bomb over towards Shutter. Gets onto Dank. Can he get the rocket? Doesn't matter. Gets the force anyways, and now can it get onto Low Guy? He's disconnected.
Yeah, it looks like nothing is really going to come out from this other than Loaf maybe dying. He might be able to get out. Actually, nice rockets from Sophie, but it's just not enough damage. Loaf is actually able to make a nice escape. So now it's going to come down to a dry fight here. G6 with 30 seconds on the clock for them to just get healed and try to get in the last.
Opportunity. No gun. Their Uber pushes haven't worked. Yeah, no gun for them. So maybe this is what they need. Just a straight, dry team fight. Getting healed up. Seems like they want to try and take it in through the left side. The soldiers over in lower. They get one nice opening pick onto Shamu, but Low Guy goes down. No heals for like a G6. Will it matter if this fight extends out forward? They have to play this really, really well. They take down the heavy. Can they get onto the point? Only a few seconds left. Should be the round, and it is.
The next round wins, but great play from G6 there. Just despite losing Logai, the instant focus fire to collapse right on the heavy. They knew they could decide that fight right there. Marmalu with a big entry frag on a Shamu, who's just a little too careless with his positioning, and a nice rocket from him took him out. But we're going into what might be the last. Well, it's going to be the last round of the game, but what might be the last mid fight even.
It could indeed be. We've already had a few round resets, but no reason why this shouldn't be the last. Like a G6 rotating over towards their cafe, but a very aggressive bomb coming in from the soldiers on GlobalClan. Low Guy is super duper weak. One is taken down, and Paul Dog rotating over towards cafe. He's still in behind right now, distracting bot mode, and if GlobalClan can maybe try and set something up, they might be able to get back into this mid low. Yeah, he's over in Valley.
Oh, I wish that, oh my god, Logai was maybe like a little bit of damage just from dying and losing. But here comes GlobalClan combo. They're actually going to peek in. They're trying to create something for a Loaf here, trying to draw eyes, trying to draw attention. But I love GlobalClan's decision right now to play aggressive, you know, just backs against the wall. They've lost so many games like this before, and they don't want to cower here. Sophie taking a lot of damage. He might get picked off. He does. He goes down to Paul Dog, who's stolen. He dies. Loaf still stuck behind though, so only 3 players on second for GlobalClan.
Only 3 players. It matters if Loaf gets picked off by bot mode. Seems like he is probably going to be about to be taken down there.
What? What? He choked. Bot mode just gets taken down by Loaf. You never want to lose that fight like that as a scout, and Loaf is gonna still stay alive in the back lines. Honestly, I don't know if it's a good thing that he's still behind like this in this situation, but Bob Mode cannot be feeling good. He's probably screaming at someone to try to help him fight this. He's not happy with it all, and they're going for round 2. He gets him again! No! Bob Mode, I've gotta introduce you to your daddy, dude. This Loaf is your, like, oh my god. Don't even fight him again.
Oh my god.
Just say it. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, bro.
Logan goes down, GlobalClan making their way out of it last, and Sophie Meister dies trying to escape, and Paul Dog is just doing so much damage here. That's demoralizing. If you are like a G6, the first one is like, alright, our scout lost the 1v1, but the second time is, alright, what's going on, guys? It's GlobalClan, they make their way in, they're feeling confident right now. The Uber comes out, they manage to take down Loaf finally.
But Dank Uber, Dank still has the Uber.
He does still have the Uber. If they're able to refight this, they don't lose Pablo. They do lose one, so now it's a little bit more risky.
Oh, they're all caught right on this forward spawn area. This could be where they get forced, but Caps actually dies early. He dies expecting more help from the rest of his team. They actually go in, they're able to get a trade and the force. Sophie's gonna get hunted down here. He's actually, amazing jumps from, beautiful jumps from Sophie. He's able to escape, and now Pablo taking another fight. He actually manages to win this one. This is the clutch moment. Sophie diving in. He knows they're caught. So much damage. Dank split with the rest of the team, half HP, but this fight's gonna settle down now. They're not able to find anything more. Soapy doing so much there. Soapy and Marblue doing so much there in that fight. And look at the Uber ad for Law Guy. Look how late Dank got forced.
They should know about it. It seems like they're trying to get into position almost immediately. They're getting into lobby. Low Guy has 100% now. Dank is only around about 50%. We have Pablo up on the sniper, and he's been hitting some really great shots. He's got to hit some crucial ones right now if he wants to help hold this last, but seems like G6 are taking a bit more time than maybe you would have assumed given the Uber advantage, but they are going to get...
But maybe now they know. Like at this point, they're already walking in. This is basically they're trying to turn this into a pressure situation. They don't realize that Dank doesn't have... Dank was playing so far away that everybody's just dying. They're just gonna be able to cap the point without even using Uber. They had no idea they had ad, and they're able to take that match 2-1, despite the heroics of Loaf just taking out Paw Mode in back-to-back 1v1s.
That is insane. I mean, it's a great match, a really close match. If you're GlobalClan, you got to be kicking yourself a little bit because you had a lot of good opportunities, a lot of good clutch team fights that kind of put the momentum in their way. But, you know, on the other side of things, if you are G6, sure, you didn't have your demo for the first couple of rounds there, but still, that wasn't a clean game at all for them. They're definitely going to want to get things a little bit more locked in heading into LAN because, you know, both these teams are headed over there. They both want to win. G6 are expecting, you know, to come in first, you know, kind of hold on to that defending LAN title. And GlobalClan, you know, they want to make amends for, you know, maybe not as good of a LAN performance as they had last time. So a lot of passion, a lot of fire for both of these teams, but definitely a lot that they're going to want to look at for this game.
I think you could really feel Logan's impact the moment he joined. Like, a lot of fights just seemed a lot more natural for G6, but there was some concerning moments, in my opinion. Obviously, you know, I think Caps just getting picked off so often while peeking is just something that G6 had to clean up, and same with, you know, Bomba. The scout's just not looking too solid, but the rest of the projectile is doing a lot of work. Soapy in particular, just with his jumps, you know, threatening the back lines often. And on the side of GlobalClan, I think they played fairly well, but there's some just basically before that last round, there was a lot of hesitation from them, just not really syncing up their aggression. Hopefully they talk about that before going into this next game they have against Froyo later.
Yeah, hopefully they do talk about it. It should be noted that we did speak on it a little bit, but Dingo is in for Sin Karma, and I think he had a fairly good performance. Obviously, he did get caught out a couple times in that game, especially in the first couple of rounds or team fights. But, you know, kind of looking at the stats, he died the second least on his team. He was doing good damage as well, you know, kind of being the rock that his team needs. So I think as long as they kind of get more familiarity with Dingo and kind of build up that synergy a bit more, they should be in a very good spot. But, you know, really good for GlobalClan. I think a game that They're kicking themselves. They feel like they probably should have won. They had more kills than like a G6. They had more damage than like a G6. They just weren't able to close it out.
Yeah, I mean this isn't the first game though. You know, it's a little bit concerning that in these dying moments they've found ways to just kind of choke away a one-round game at least 4 or 5 times this season. 4 times maybe. They had a really solid performance where they looked way better than Froyo when they played them. They were able to beat them too, but I think the signs that are good here is that they're competing. You know, they're making good calls. They're competing with all these teams, so you know you can really only get hopefully better just from learning from all these losses.
Yeah, that is true. You know, these are very close losses that GlobalClan are having to suffer through. So, does maybe get them a little bit of hope that, you know, when they get to LAN, maybe that LAN environment, that LAN magic will work for them, and they'll find that extra push they need to come out on top in these close games that they're having. But otherwise, we're going to be headed on to the second game, I think, for GlobalClan. I don't know if it is Metalworks against Froyotech. It's Viaduct. Oh, that's going to be very, very interesting. What do you make of that, Zilly? GlobalClan versus Froyotech on Viaduct.
I think Froyo is just gonna be the better Via team. I've actually haven't really seen a lot of Koth from like GlobalClan ever, but like their players in general aren't really like Koth players from what I've seen. So I think, I don't know, you got Habib to deal with. Like, good luck. But honestly, maybe it's like a learning experience kind of game. Like, it's something, you know, they picked the map because they want more practice on it to feel it out, to see if they can get better at it and just play more of that. Yeah, I think yeah. Froyo is gonna kind of just roll them. That's honestly my opinion, but we'll see.
Yeah, it could be a roll from Froyotech. The GlobalClan have not played any Koth during this season so far, so this will be their first game. I guess it's good to at least get one in the bag before you head over to LAN, because, you know, it used to be you could just insta-ban product and you wouldn't have to worry about King of the Hill. Now there's at least 2 in the map pool. You also have Bagel as well, so you can, you know, put both of your map bans, I think, onto Koth and just completely eliminate it, but then you're opening yourself up to, you know, someone picking Granary, picking Gully Wash, picking maybe a not as common 5 control point map instead. So a little bit of strategy there, a little bit of team play on the meta level for GlobalClan to try and worry about. But I guess we have that game for Froyotech and GlobalClan coming up in just a little bit. We are going to take a small intermission, but before we do, obviously, we have to shout out the merch. Check it, look at it, buy it, wear it, show up in it, you know, all of that great stuff. Helps support RGLGG, so shout outs to that, and we will be back in just a little bit for, GlobalClan versus Froyotech on Viaduct. See you then.